The lats are one of the toughest muscles to target. I learned this the hard way. For years, I did heavy rows and wide grip pull-ups and pull-downs, and my strength went up, my upper back and arms got bigger, but my lats, non-existent.
If your back looks flat from behind, you're training wrong. It is that simple. You might be hitting the gym hard, moving heavy iron, and sweating through your shirt, but if you don't have that wide, terrifying flare that looks like a cobra ready to strike, you are missing the fundamental mechanics of back growth. Look at the difference. On the left, you have a back that looks narrow, thick in the wrong places, and blocky. On the right, that is the goal. That is width, thickness, and that undeniable V-taper that screams power. This isn't about genetics, it is about geometry. In this routine, we are going to fix your flat back. This specific 10-minute routine builds width at the top, thickness through the middle, and that elusive cobra-shaped flare at the bottom. But here is the catch. Most people only train two muscles when they hit back day. They hit the traps and they hit the lats. But you are missing the third major back zone, and without it, you will never look 3D. Quick pause. If you want your back to actually look wide, thick, and intimidating, not just tired after workouts, I linked the program I recommend below. It's built for guys who want visible back development, not just sweat. You don't need it right now, but remember it as we go through this routine. Let's be honest about why you don't have a cobra back yet. It is not because you aren't trying. It is because you are falling for the three most common traps in bodybuilding. First, you are obsessed with lat pull downs. You think pulling a bar down to your chest is the holy grail. It's not. Second, you are completely ignoring your mid-back and lower lats. You're building the roof of the house, but forgetting the walls. And third, and this is the big one, you are pulling with your arms. When you finish a back workout, if your biceps are more pumped than your lats, you have failed. You didn't train your back, you trained your arms and used your back as a stabilizer. That stops today. We are fixing this with a strategic 3-zone back routine that targets every fiber of the posterior chain. Before we lift a single weight, you need to understand the map. To build a cobra back, you have to understand the anatomy that creates the look. Think of your back like a tactical map. Zone 1 is the upper lats. These are your wings. This is what makes you look wide when you are wearing a t-shirt. It creates the silhouette. Zone 2 is the lower lats. This is the taper. This is where the back ties into the waist. If you ignore this, you look top heavy. Developing the lower lats creates that illusion of a tiny waist and massive shoulders. Zone 3 is the mid-back, specifically rhomboids and traps. This is thickness. This makes you look armored even when shirtless. You gain depth. Many guys only train the wings. You will properly train them all. No chilly start. Cold rubber snaps when stretched. The same for lats. We need 20-30 seconds of dedicated activation. Start with scapula pulls. Hang from bar with straight arms. Avoid pulling up. Shrug your shoulders away from your ears, then raise them. You're activating your brain-lat connections. Next, get a light resistance band. We row fast, lightweight, high volume. We're pumping blood, not creating muscle. Without warming up the back, your biceps will take over when the weight gets big since they're easier to activate. Backfiring must occur before the arms know what's happening. Time for the main event. Triple zone cobra back. Zone 1, upper lat width. We want maximal extension. This works best with the wide grip pull up or pull down, but you've done them wrong. Most clutch the bar and consider pushing their chin over it. Neglect your chin. Chin doesn't matter. Imagine strings on your elbows. Someone pulls those threads to the floor. Hands are hooks. They're irrelevant. Your elbow should enter your ribs as you pull. We will also use lat-focused high-angle cable pulls. Make cables high. Bend knees. The angle of attack shifts. You isolate the highest latissimus dorsi fibers by pulling from this high angle. Zone 1's primary cue, say elbows to ribs or hands pulling down. Hand pulling engages biceps. Drive with elbows to flare lats. Because most guys stop here. They never acquire the cobra shape. They gain width but appear flat from the side. We move immediately to zone 2, the lower lat taper. This is the secret sauce. This is what separates the pros from the amateurs. You want that line that runs from your armpit down to your hip. First exercise, straight arm pull downs. But we are doing them at a low angle. Set the cable at head height, not the very top. Step back. Keep your arms straight with a slight bend in the elbow. Lock that joint, do not let it move. Now sweep your hands down toward your thighs. You should feel a cramp right at the bottom of your lats, near your waist. That is the muscle working. Pair this with single arm low cable rows, but listen carefully. Do not pull the handle to your chest. If you pull to your chest, you use your upper back. We want the lower lat. Pull the handle toward your hip pocket. Imagine you are trying to put the handle in your pocket. The key cue for zone 2 is simple. Pull toward your hip, not your chest. When you get this right, your torso silhouette changes completely. Before we hit the final zone, here's the truth. Flat backs don't turn into cobra backs by accident. They're built with the right angles, the right cues, and the right progression. That's why I recommend the program linked below. It removes guesswork and gives you a clear blueprint for building width, taper, and thickness, without wasting years doing the wrong pulls. If you're serious about building a back that looks dangerous from behind, check it out after the video. Finally, Zone 3, mid-back thickness. You have the width, you have the taper. Now you need the density. We need that 3D look that pops on camera. We use chest-supported rows, not negotiable. Bending over rows tire your lower back first. Supporting your chest against a pad stops momentum. You eliminate cheating. Meadows rows or neutral grip. Seated rows are added. In the neutral hold, palms facing each other, you can pull your elbows back to reach the rhomboids. Simple tip, row with your shoulder blade, not your hand. Imagine cracking a walnut between your shoulder blades when you pull. That pressure makes the back 3D. You and your lats are exhausted, but we're not done. Pumping so much blood into the muscle forces the fascia to expand. The finisher, 60-second cobra burner. Do 30 seconds of straight arm pull downs, then 30 seconds of band rows until failure. No rest. Work the pull downs and squeeze, then grip the band and row hard. Your back should burn, like your skin is expanding. That burn signals growth. How often does this reveal the cobra back? Practice this twice a week. Growth twice, maintenance once. Exceeding that risks overtraining. Use 8-12 reps for mass and thickness, 12-15 for definition. Weight is more important than numbers. Everything is progressive overload. If you maintain your weight for 3 months, so will your back. Reduce rest, add a plate or rep, force adaptation. Classic blunders halt progress even with the best routine. Use your biceps more than your back. If your forearms burn but your back feels fresh, it's too heavy. Forget your ego and pull with your elbow. Second, understretching each rep. Loaded stretching creates back growth. Allow weight to draw shoulder blade forward. Micro tears form there. Fast training is third. Momentum ruins muscle. Weight control and eccentric slowing. Fourth, ego boosting. Perfect 100-pound rows generate more muscle than bad 200-pound rows. Cobras can be retrieved without a gym, the home version. Lat pull downs on a door frame with a resistance band. Pulling for a powerful peak contraction increases tension. Use a book-filled backpack for rows. Tension is all muscles know. Perform floor lat raises by lying on your stomach, arms out, and swimming them back while rising your chest. The posterior chain is lit. Aim for consistency. Don't skip the home workout if you can't go to the gym. This is the blueprint. We covered the anatomy, mistakes, growth zones, and the finisher that forces expansion. The roadmap to a wide, thick, terrifying back is here, but knowing the path isn't enough. You have to walk it, endure the burn, perfect the form, and leave your ego behind. But if you're ready to stop having a flat back and start building that cobra hood, show me. Comment Cobra below if you want a full follow-along workout, and don't forget to subscribe. The Cobra Back series is coming with nutrition, mobility, and advanced techniques. Get in the gym, activate those lats, build the wings. See you in the next one.